Sparring Minds with my man Charlie Hustle, Chef Main Topic, Mr. Mirror Time, Sammy. Can't forget Hightower, aka Hightower. And on the ones and twos, your boy Dr. Rock and Face Off DJ Payne. We got sports, current events, social issues, main topic, mirror time, and much, much more. Let's get it.
Fellas, we back.
Yes, sir.
Episode 58.
It's a lot of episodes.
We're coming close to our season finale here, and so these are exciting times to kind of wind the season down and get the people what they want in a spectacular fashion. You know, no better way to end the season than us doing something super crazy and super out of the box. So. Episode 60, so it should be something everybody tunes in for. That should be some fun. Before we even start talking, you already know y'all tuned into Sparring Minds. My camp greatly appreciates that. You already know who I am. This is your boy Charles Jones, aka Charlie Hustle.
It's Hightower. What's up, y'all?
And it's just Sam.
You already know it's the chef. Main topic.
Season 1, fellas, winding down. I mean, 60 in the books?
Almost. Yeah.
It's been an adventure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. What that's funny. So what stands out? I'll start with you, Sammy, real quick. Like through these first 58 episodes, what one moment stands in your head is like, oh shit, like this is what Sparring Minds are gonna be?
I can't pick one moment. I can't pick one moment. I just don't like losing. I lost a lot this season. I lost a lot this season. Next season, I'll come back with a vengeance.
What you lose?
Every verse there was.
Yeah, all them battles, all the music verses.
Yeah.
All that shit.
Yeah.
Something.
Man, what about you, King? What's one thing that stands out to you out of these first 58 episodes?
Well, I mean, the only thing the biggest thing that stands out to me, honestly, man, and this may just sound cliche, is just probably the first episode where we actually got together and did it.
Yeah.
So I would just say the pilot because, I had some medication stuff come up on my timeline, and the picture from 5 years ago, we were out for dinner, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like, and that was kind of like the start of it 5 years ago. Right. So I guess just to say that we all actually agreed, went through it, and did it. We just said, fuck it. It was time to, you know what I mean? And we just did it. So I'm just happy on that. There's so many things from the season it's way too much to even talk about it. So yeah, I'm just happy we did it.
What about you, HT?
I'm on that.
Anything stand up?
I'm on that same wave, man. Just that we actually made that step forward and got it going, man. Because there wasn't any particular reason. It was just something that the moment just kind of came and we capitalized on it. And, it was less about actual talking this time and actually doing it. So, yeah, it was good to really get through and take that first step.
Word up. And this wasn't even part of the show. Like, we just chit-chat and shit, right? But I think, like, for me, like, one of the things that really stands out to me was that whole separate accounts episode. Right. It was early in our show. It was like around 9 or 10 maybe, but it just got so much dialogue going with the people who tune into our group on Facebook, and hopefully we can expand to Instagram and Twitter for next season. But I think that just that one episode got so much dialogue, so much conversation, so many just get that the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? A lot of that shit started piling up after that episode. So. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about the close of season 1, but I'm excited about what's going to happen in season 2. So, as we build up to the season finale, episode 60, which is next week, same time, we hope that y'all stay tuned for that. Follow along for the rest of the journey as well.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of dope how it actually ends on the day we start. We started on Tuesdays, I believe. And so I think it's kind of dope, ironic or whatever, spooky that it kind of ends on a Tuesday as well. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's really dope. So yeah,
That's good karma. That's good karma.
definitely.
That's good karma. So I think what we wanted to do today for those people listening and tuning in, is kind of, there's always discussion within groups of men about what things are allowed, being a man, and but no one's ever really sat down and kind of laced out a specific man law, right? And so I think what we decided to do, like you shout to our brother Kimani,
Yeah. Resident
is
DJ.
to give y'all a new segment, and this is a segment that's going to be continuous on the show. But we're going to take specific ideas and thoughts. And again, we're dudes that grew up, primarily in the 90s and the 2000s in terms of our maturing ages. And so how much of that stuff is dated or not, we'll find out. But this is our discussion on man law, so y'all stay tuned for this. In fact, let's bring it in the correct way. So y'all fellas, y'all with me real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Do it.
Yeah,
Let's
with
start
you.
this segment out in the right way.
Well, sure hate to be doing this to you, ma'am, but it's the law of the West.
It's man law time.
Don't with your dog, that law. If you come up, don't forget about your dog, that law.
That's law. That's law. Hightower was going to absolutely pan-sear me after this show for
Don't even say it. Don't even say it.
branding in
Don't
our
even say
show.
it. Don't even say it. Keep it in house.
Come on, man. So when I put that up, I said, "Oh shit, I forgot." And then I saw this nigga's face change, and yeah.
Nah, it's
so,
cool,
but,
man.
but
We here.
as part of man law, let's kind of leave that shit alone for now. We'll just... So here's what I had in mind for this segment, fellas. I got a bunch of different laws here. We'll wrap around the room. You can answer it. You can, we can talk about it if it needs further discussion. We can talk about if it's something that we should get the fuck out of here. It could be any number of things.
Okay.
How's that? We'll just kind of freestyle it and go from there.
Let's
do it.
Let's get into it.
What, Sammy? There's 4 different categories that I have here. So I'm gonna give you the shot to start in one of these categories. It's either gonna be man law as it relates to women, man law as it relates to testosterone, man law as it relates to fashion, and man law as it relates to etiquette. Pick anyone you want, brother. We'll start there.
Since I'm usually the fashion guy, let's start. Let's go there. Let's go there.
Let's go to man law. So
Let's go there.
First ever Sparring Minds man law. And obviously, for y'all tuning in, watching, hit us in the comments if you don't agree. If you do agree, if the rule is right, we can get rid of the rule. Talk to us in the comments as well. So, grown men should never wear sunglasses indoors.
We can get into that. Sunglasses indoors.
Indoors.
There's reasons for that though.
Talk to me.
Single men, they do it all the time.
Relevance?
Huh?
What the fuck is, why is that relevant?
Hey, I always wonder sometimes. I mean, you may be there with someone, but hey, listen, you may see a couple of things pass by, like, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, so you're cool with that law, huh? You cool with that? You cool?
I don't wear sunglasses, so but yeah, I don't really care what any guy wear. To tell you the truth, they can do whatever they want to do.
Don't do that. We have to establish man law, bro. That's the whole point. You can't turn around and say, "I don't give a shit." That don't make sense.
Well, I mean, listen. You know what? Let me backtrack on that. Nah, no sunglasses. No sunglasses. Let me backtrack on it. Since you wanted to be so.
Oh man.
No sunglasses
in the books, bro.
Yeah. Since I don't really care what anybody wears. It's never been actually I do, but sunglasses pertaining to a guy inside of a club, I mean, or what, restaurant or something, I mean, there's no sense in that.
Okay. Hightower. Can we put this in pen? Men should never. It seems like Sammy wants to kind of take it out, but men, sunglasses indoors? Yes or no?
I think yes. Why not?
Okay.
I mean, I have a
Why?
rationale behind it. I just think it's, you know, it could be various amount of reasons, you know, why you may want to wear sunglasses indoors or in the evenings in situations where you typically wouldn't have them on. But I don't think it's a big deal. I mean, I'd wear them. Why not?
Mano, I would hope that you say something along the lines of, unless your girl punch you in your eye, and now you walking around here looking like Larry Holmes, there should be no need for shades inside. That's what I'm hoping you're gonna say, King. But
Nah,
talk to me, Chef.
Nah. I mean, I just think I'm a cool motherfucker, so I wear my shades indoors, outdoors. It doesn't even matter where I'm rocking them at. It's all about how I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? And also, like, I may go in places high, so I don't want people all in my face. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, why is his eyes red or whatever the case may be? So yeah, that's the biggest reason that I would have him on indoors, if anything. You know what I mean? Because I don't want people all on my face. I'm like, he's high, whatever. Like, yeah, so what? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, so I'm not throwing that out because I definitely wear shades indoors. So I'm not throwing that out, man law.
So for Sparring Minds listeners, just know that the Sparring Minds as a collective, because Charles Jones kind of does not agree with us, but as a collective, we're giving you the green light to wear shades indoors.
And we're gonna talk about this some more in the comments, so y'all stay tuned, man. Let's keep the conversation going and see what y'all think about it.
Nice.
Pick a category for me, King.
Nice black Ray-Bans, of course, man.
Pick a category.
Women, fashion, testosterone, etiquette.
Women.
Okay, let's go to the women. So, it's man law that during a men's gathering, a man should never call his girl more than once in that evening.
Wait, what?
It's man law that during a men's gathering, you should never call your girl more than once during that evening.
False.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm gonna call her if I need something. I'm calling her. She's gonna bring it.
Okay, Sammy.
I'm right. I'm right along with him. Now it's a difference. Now, how long are you going to be on that phone with her while you're at this gathering of men? That's different.
On the phone calling somebody.
Yes.
I thought you meant calling in the next room, like, babe, the popcorn's
gone.
No,
you're calling on the phone.
Oh no.
Okay. All right, now you're talking right. So no, you should not be calling your girl more than once on the phone during the men's night out.
It all depends.
No, I'm with that. I think you call her to know you made it, and you call her to know you're on your way.
That's two, Ed.
That's it.
Nah. The rule is more than once, brother.
Well, then I can't go with that rule. I got to let her know I'm on my way.
God damn it. Man, listen, here's what's not gonna happen, fellas. I'm not gonna get outvoted 3-1 on all of these motherfuckers, right? So y'all gotta get your vote focused out here, B. Come on, man, talk to me. You should never call your girl more than once on a night out with the folks.
Yeah, the one call I'm making is when I'm on my way home. That's it. I was with her, so she knows where I'm at, where I'm going. So I don't have to call her and let her know I'm there. You know what I'm saying? Like I could shoot her a text and let her know I'm there.
Same thing.
Niggas.
The same thing.
That's the same thing.
Hold on. You said call though. You said call.
Come on, B.
You said call, right?
I mean,
her, so she's going to know where I'm at, where I'm going. I can call, let her know I'm on my way home.
See, I hate to flip this. I hate to flip this on you, Chuck, and be like, wouldn't you want to know that she made it there?
Don't you do that shit. Don't, yo, dog. Don't, yo, we
I'm just saying.
In, B.
I'm just saying.
Almost a wrap, and now you still on this flip and roll shit. We don't do that down there.
I'm just saying. Wouldn't you want to know if she made it?
My nigga.
I'm just saying.
Men are not women. That's first off. B. Rule. We're not establishing woman law, my nigga. Like we're talking about man law, right? But at the end of the day, yo, Faye, I'm going over to Maine's place. Sammy and Hightower's gonna meet me there. We playing cards. I'll be back around 2. Next time she talks to me will be at 2 o'clock. Because I already told her my plans for the evening. One more needs to be discussed. This is my specific man time.
What if you're running late?
Me and the fellas. Come on.
What if you're running late?
Oh, you ain't think about that though.
Quiet over there.
No, honestly, I wouldn't. I'll just explain that when I got to the crib. I'm like, oh yeah.
You may not get in.
Yep. Yep.
He'd be sleeping right on the couch. Fuck around.
Nah, like shit happens because you're not gonna call your lady at 3 in the morning, are you? You gonna wake up out of sleep?
You'll have a reason to be wearing Ray-Bans, during the sun. Yeah. You have a reason.
You tell her 2. She's expecting you at 2, and don't hear from you at 2. If you don't call her, she's calling you.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, hey.
No,
okay.
Not in my crib.
Well, no, you'll be home on time. You're not gonna be late.
Oh,
you know
shit.
better.
All right, so we gotta Mano, we're gonna move on to the next man law, bro. So you get the pick category for me: women, fashion, testosterone, or etiquette.
Let's go etiquette.
Okay. Etiquette. Under no circumstances during a formal dinner does a man eat with a salad fork.
What?
What?
Where are you finding this stuff, bro?
Yeah, as long as I have a real plate.
Oh, here you go.
Y'all don't start the plate shit.
So, okay.
Salad fork, man.
I'm going to assume that I am out to eat at a restaurant where they set your table up with a salad fork, entree fork, whatever the case may be. So yes, in that case, I would use my salad fork. If under those circumstances, how like mancation, captain's dinner, all that stuff is set up on our table. I'm going to use my salad fork to eat with my salad. Yes, I am.
Sammy, you using the fucking salad fork?
I'm gonna use whatever's in front of me. I really don't pay no attention to any of that stuff. All that etiquette, nah. It is what it is, man. Yeah, as long as I got a real plate, I'm great. That, like I said.
You the plate. I've been out to dinner, and not too often because I don't like it. This is my wife shit. This is some marital shit, right?
Okay.
But I've been out to dinner where it got 3 motherfucking forks, like this rectangular thing that it's supposed to be some kind of knife, but it's not because it don't cut, but I don't know what it is. Like I've been out there when it's like 4 different spoons, and I don't like none of it. Give me the biggest spoon and the biggest fork. I don't give a fuck about nothing else there. And I'm gonna eat with this shit here. Fuck out of here. Using a small ass fork to eat up. Fuck out of here, man.
Bro, you don't want the juices from the salad mixing with the juices from your steak, bro. You don't.
Grow up, dog. Are you kidding me, dog?
You don't. I've actually requested a new fork.
So for Sparring Minds listeners, it might come as no surprise to you, but Hightower is the most bougie on the show, right? Like Hightower is the one. Go ahead, Sammy.
No, I'm just saying because you guys got on me about the plate, and y'all talking about y'all from the hood, but y'all all of a sudden it's something totally different with these forks.
You hear these dudes talking about that? Like I'm from the days with a plastic fork with the Wendy's logo on the back. Like that's what I'm from.
A spork? That's a spork.
Yeah, I know, right?
Again, my lifestyle. I don't know how y'all grew up with the silver spoons and. Like I'm not comfortable with that, but silverware and shit like that. Like that's y'all niggas, dog.
Again, I'm out to dinner in a formal restaurant or somewhere. Again, you have to take setting into account, B. You know what I mean?
Why?
What do you mean? I'm not saying I'm at home, me and Riz, and I'm like, baby, break out the salad forks. No, I'm talking about if we out to eat formal, suit and tie type of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wait, we do those?
That's what I'm talking about.
What? You don't do those?
Wait, time out. No, because Mancation just popped up. Mancation just popped up, from some years ago. What was it, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, man?
5 years ago.
And we were at if I'm not mistaken, we were at captain's dinner?
Yep.
And we had 2 guys in short sets and whatnot. I don't even want to hear it. I don't even want to hear it.
What does that have to do with what we're talking about, though?
You just
Exactly,
you just said
exactly.
you just
What
said
does that have to do?
you just said in a proper setting.
Yeah, in a proper setting. I use my salad fork on medication. Yes, proper setting, captain's dinner. It has nothing to do with your attire.
Yeah,
You can't stay on topic. You Rob.
that was what the topic was. Suit and tie and all that stuff. That's what you brought it up. Suit and tie.
Said a formal event. Formal event. Formal.
I don't give a fuck about a salad.
Yeah, well,
I can't get my steak with that, and now I gotta rotate forks. I got comfortable with this fork.
Of course, you don't use your steak for a salad. I mean, for a steak, dog.
That's why I grab the biggest fork there, and I don't have those kind of problems. I eat the same salad, and I got the same little bit of Caesar dressing on it. I'll take that right to my steak.
Man. Do your fork for everything on your plate, whatever the case would be. Your dessert, the same dessert. You know what I mean? You use your salad, your steak for. Use your dessert for that same fork as well, dog. Hey.
I do.
Hey, listen. Salute to you, King.
Here's the problem. We can't establish anything as man law because y'all not agreeing with me. Like, y'all have to agree with me on some point so that we can kind of write some shit down.
I don't agree with that.
Sammy, you back up, bro. I'm going to give you one more pick. So, women, testosterone, fashion, etiquette. Let's do some more man law.
Let's go women.
Women. This rule is really for the... Well, it may not include just single fellas. Let's talk about it. So, if we ride together and the driver picks up a young lady, it is up to the passengers in that vehicle to find a way home.
Huh?
What?
Huh?
So
what?
If the four of us are going somewhere as a group, right?
Okay.
And Charles Jones is the driver. And Charles Jones has the opportunity to leave with a female. It is up to the remaining three members, you guys, to find your own way home. Because I drove there. And I have the opportunity to leave with something. As opposed to y'all saying, nah, Chuck, you can't leave. You're my ride. Like,
nah, I'm cool. Yeah, I'm cool. You know, once I see what time it is, you go do what you do. I'll get home.
Okay. Mano?
Yeah, same here. Definitely. Uber, Lyft, all that stuff works. You know what I mean? That's on some asshole shit. If you're like, nah, hold up, yo. I came with you. Yo, you gotta like, yeah, okay.
I call shotgun, nigga.
Yeah, right. Yeah, yo. She gotta sit in the back, yo. Nah, that's crazy right there, yo.
High Tower, can we go 4 for 4? This would be nice.
Oh yeah, I'm on board with that. I've had situations like that. It's crazy.
Yeah. I think that's only fair. Like, come on, knock it off. And I don't really apply this well. Doesn't apply to single men only.
Huh?
No.
What do you mean?
Apply to single men.
No.
So if y'all, my wife watches this show. So if I left with something, let's go into it. Fuck it. This is what a freestyle show should sound like. So
all right. So your wife came in. How about that?
No. So no. Y'all look at it from the standpoint that we're all going somewhere. I told her I'm going out with the fellas, and now y'all see me chit-chatting it up with this broad, and I'm like, yo, I'm about to split. I'm married. Does the landscape change? Are y'all still like, all right, well, go ahead. I'll get an Uber. Y'all still in that same energy?
Yep.
Really?
Actually, yeah. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna say something to you before we leave out of here. But I'm leaving.
I'm definitely in your ear. Yep, I'm definitely in your ear.
I'm in your ear.
No,
because
what's the exact quote? What are you saying?
You know you fucking up, right? And then I'm gonna just leave. I don't want no more parts of this.
Hightower, you said you had a quote. What's the quote? What's the word?
Be safe, bro.
Really? Mano, what you want the fence, man? I see it in you. So what's
yeah. I'm gonna definitely say something to you. You know what I'm saying about it? Like, yo, you sure you want to do this? I might hit you with that, give you really something to think about. Especially because if I met your girl and I built a relationship, not a relationship, but if I see her, I would feel fucked up with something like that. I would feel fucked up green lighting that, knowing that I've met her and we cool and that kind of stuff. Just on my own skin or whatever the case be, I would feel away about that. You know, so it will be tough.
But here's the problem. I saw myself. This is an actual true story. I saw myself being the one, like, yo, nah, like, that's not what we do, bro. Like, I know when people walk in, like, yeah, Chuck, shut the fuck up. But this is true. Like, this is true. I wouldn't let one of my niggas walk out of there with some shit. I wouldn't let that happen, right? I'm like, nah, you had too many drinks, like something's going on. I can't allow that, right? But here's what I've learned over the last couple of years. As I need to plug in my laptop, so don't let me. Here's what I've learned, right? You don't know what kind of understanding he might have at home. You know what I'm saying? So y'all standing up, running to the booth, putting the cape on, like, nah, Chuck, don't go nowhere. Before I left the crib, Faye might have said, all right, here's your one night to go do something, whatever. Me and her could have had a conversation prior. You know what I mean? Y'all didn't know nothing about it. You know what I mean? But I already got the green light for wifey at home. And now you standing in the way only, you know what I mean? Don't do me any good. So if I don't know somebody's situation, and most times you don't know somebody's situation. Right?
No one said anyone's going to stand in the way. We just said we were going to speak to you before we left you.
But here's the thing, though, right? You proposed a scenario with us, with the four of us,
right?
So while we may not know every little detail of the relationship, you know what I'm saying? Like, and again, nothing about you know, I would think that, like, nah, she's gonna be okay with that. Like, I don't know. That's why if I do say that to you, I would expect you to hit me back with, well, you know what, man, I got a hall pass or something. Well, like, you know what I mean? Just even if you don't go into detail, just say that part right there. So I'm like, all right, so I can't press the issue to be like, yo, like, cuz you sure you want to do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
I hear you. I would want to be the dude to be like, nah, but I just realized that, you know, niggas I hang out with might be adults. They might have had their own conversations with their own lady at home, their own understanding.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, and who am I to jump in the way? So I do feel like having that conversation, it's a legitimate conversation. It's a legitimate fight. Especially if it's your real homie. You know what I mean? Somebody you really talk to.
Right.
Because they'll give you the whole scoop. You know what I mean? Like, nah, this is what's really going on. Don't trip. You know what I mean? Like, oh, okay, cool. You know what I mean? So, that's interesting. We'll talk about that some more. That's interesting topic. But, all right, let's keep going. More man law, women, fashion, etiquette, testosterone. I like this segment.
Fashion.
Playing it
No
safe.
men.
Yeah, everybody run from that testosterone.
No, I'm actually going around to each one. I'm gonna tap
smart.
on each one.
I'm not at you.
Spots with them. That's all.
I'm not at you. And this is one I'm gonna have some feelings about. For the record, I didn't write these. I'm not a total fan of all of them. And this might be one, but we'll talk about it.
Okay.
After the age of 25, no man should be wearing a sports jersey. There are people who feel adamantly about this.
Yeah.
On both sides of the fence.
Yeah, but they're goofy.
Okay, I will say this. And I don't know if it was a Jay-Z bar that was probably the inspiration behind it, but after 30, I definitely stopped wearing them. So I won't say 25, but I give myself 5 more years onto it. And after 30, I wouldn't do them no more. Me personally.
Yeah. Sammy, sports jerseys after the age of 25, yes or no?
Yes. I don't see anything wrong with it at all. I mean, my favorite player, you know, matter of fact, I got a brown jersey from the Celtics right now. It comes out every so often. You know, I got an old Magic jersey. It barely ever comes out, but it's there. It is a part. It's clothing, man. It is what it is.
Hightower, over the age of 25, sports jerseys.
Nothing wrong with it in my book.
Really? I'm surprised by that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't wear it just because they don't fit them. They don't fit me like they used to. Or I take that back. They don't fit me like I used to wear them. so yeah, I can't get down with them.
Y'all know me. I'm adamant. Like I love sports jerseys, right? But I think you gotta be fresh with it too. Like as long as you're fresh, I'm always gonna green light. But you can't have the shit tucked in. Like you know what I mean? Like come on, B. Like your footwear gotta go commensurate with it on some level. Like there's just there's some other requirements that have to happen to make it.
Listen. Out of the four of us, Chuck, you would be the one to tuck your jersey in. Let's be honest.
Get the fuck out of here! All right, so as we move on,
under the bubble vest.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
100%.
Listen, we're gonna talk about that shit offline. Niggas now, fuck out of here. Who was that was Maine. Sammy, you up next? Was a high tone?
It's probably me.
All right, so we talked about the dress. So you know the categories: women, fashion, testosterone, etiquette.
We haven't touched testosterone yet. Let's go there.
Let's do it. So testosterone. Regardless of how scary a ride is, a man must never scream on a roller coaster.
Ooh, boy.
Oh man. Well, see, this is one of those gray areas. Listen, I can yell, but I may not scream. There's a difference. You know, I might hit you with but I'm not, my tone ain't raising, you know what I mean? It's gonna stay where it's at.
Okay.
But it's gonna be loud. It's gonna be loud, and anybody around me probably gonna hear it.
Oh man.
Sammy.
Listen.
Regardless of how scary the ride is.
All right. So this goes back a few years. Probably, I took the kids. We went to Disney World, and they got this ride, the Double Dragon.
Okay.
Now the shit does flips and all types of little twists and turns. I didn't know nothing about it, but I was amped up. The kids, they got me on this thing because my son's like, "Yo, you won't get on this." I'm going with every day. We get on every ride, but that Double Dragon, yeah, I screamed.
Oh,
it screamed. Yeah, that shit did some. It did some weird shit, and it was just like, hey, listen.
Whoa.
Hey, listen. Like, let me get off this shit. No, I'm all set.
Maine, is screaming ever allowed?
Definitely should never scream. Under any circumstance. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear them genuine notes or whatever it is. Nah, man. Nah. Fuck that. Hold that shit in, yell out, "Oh shit," or something. Yeah. But you should never.
It wasn't happening. It wasn't happening on this ride.
I know. There was a time a couple years back. I think it was for my girl's birthday. And I took her fucking, it wasn't skydiving, but it was some like spectacular, like tall thing at one of these amusement parks, right? And like you get in it and you just drop to the ground. But it was like on Mars, you know what I mean? It was something crazy, right? And so, but it was like she's into like free falling and shit like that. She's into all that kind of stuff, right? So this was like the perfect thing for her. So I was like, cool, babe, I'm here. I got your popcorn. I got your purse. I've got all that secure. Don't you worry about it. You go ahead and get in line, right? Because I'm not getting on that dumbass shit. So she waits in the line. She goes up this thing. Dog, I'm telling you, she was standing up in the clouds. Cool, whatever, right? So my girl jumped, right? And I screamed. Like, so but that was every dinner made. I saw like my whole sex life just pass. My head was like, what the fuck is going on right now? So yeah, it wasn't like I'm cool and shit. Like it wasn't that. Nigga. Like I was like my shit was like on some Trans Van. It was pretty close. Like I wasn't, but I wasn't even the one jumping, my nigga. Like
Nigga said my sex life is gone.
everything flashed in front of my eyes, dog. Like what if don't come down from this? So yeah, no,
This
that
dude,
wasn't a good
man.
one. That was the last time I screamed. That hasn't happened since. Sammy, women, fashion, etiquette, testosterone. And
I
for those
haven't.
of you who just have joined us throughout the middle of the show, what we're doing right now, we're just talking about man law. We're trying to establish man law, and we're talking about it in our real lives, and just kind of having a little bit of fun with that conversation.
I haven't done testosterone or etiquette. Let's go etiquette.
Etiquette. Under no circumstances are holiday decorations allowed after February 1st.
February 1st.
February 1st.
Yeah, nah.
That means you should not have Christmas lights up at the end of January, going into February.
Yeah, nah, those all got to come down. Yeah.
Okay. Hightower?
Yeah.
Holiday lights going into February.
Yeah, I agree. And you can't be saying Happy New Year's up until February either. You got to get that shit out of there mid-January.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, man, you agree with the holiday decorations as well?
Nah. Get those shits. Yeah. Get those the fuck out of here.
Unanimous. That's a beautiful thing. Women, please take note. Like, the man you live with, I promise you, is not supporting you still having the blow-up Santa Claus on the lawn for Valentine's Day. Like, I promise you, like, he's not happy with that. Fuck out of here with that. Hightower, what you got for me?
Let's go back to women. Let's have some fun.
This is interesting.
Here we go.
And really, it's more of a what's your take on it than a man law, but we can establish it as man law if we all feel the same way.
All right.
So, most women want a wedding and not marriage.
Jesus.
You know what?
Jesus.
You know what?
That's not a reach, bro.
No, it's not. It's definitely not.
So how am I supposed to respond to that? What do you want me to say?
I think
yes
what
or
I'd
no?
like for you to say is that statement is more true than false. I think that'd be the response I'd like.
Oh, it's definitely more true than false.
Okay. Man, the fact that that's weird, right? Most women wanting a wedding and not a marriage is more true than false to you.
Yeah, I would say yeah, that's true. Because I feel like for some it's more about the show, the spectacle, how big was my wedding party, whatever the case may be. So they could still want to get married, but I feel like the show and stuff like that might mean more.
Sammy.
That's tough.
Yeah.
I might get pants in.
I hear a lot of single people say, especially women say, they envision a wedding, but they don't want any parts of being married. They enjoy the single life. So I would have to say that's true.
Really? Let me go against y'all on this, fellas. Well, here's the problem. I don't know if I go against you, but I have a secondary opinion about it, I guess. So while I do think that is true, I think it's more true than false that women want a wedding and not a marriage. That's a bad thing. It's definitely not a good look if your lady is putting the spectacle of her in a white dress over the day-to-day grind and importance of communication and stuff that goes into the actual marriage. You know what I mean? Like, you can't get turned on by the lights, the white dress, the big cake, and the photo op without understanding what the day after that is supposed to look like. You can't fall in love with that event. You know what I mean? So I mean, I guess in my head, my secondary opinion is that women who do feel this way are walking into not a bad marriage, but you're going into the marriage with the wrong foundation built.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
get married for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we hear
not
all
even
the time.
I wouldn't even say it's the wrong reason. I feel like they just didn't think it through.
Okay.
They thought up until the wedding and negated what happens after that. So they're not prepared mentally, emotionally for what's to come. You know what I mean? Like, everything was happy and infatuation and all that stuff is great in the early stages. But when you got to get into the trenches and start getting your hands dirty, it's like, this ain't what I signed up for. No, this is exactly what you signed up for.
Yeah, facts.
You
Facts.
know what I mean?
Yeah. That's. I think that might also take some more conversation. I'd like to get into that some more down the line.
Yeah, bookmark that one.
Yeah. Mano,
Yo.
fashion etiquette, testosterone, man law.
I didn't touch testosterone yet either, so let's do it.
Let's do it. And this is a good one too. A man should never ask for something more than twice.
Agreed.
I totally 100% agree with this. Sammy.
Agreed.
I agree. It doesn't work with my kids though.
Oh shit. Well, again, you shouldn't have to, and that's probably shame on you. Hightower. A man should never have to ask for something more than twice.
In the perfect world, that works, but that's not realistic.
So I don't like to flip genders as it's well chronicled on this show, right? Like, I don't like to answer between the two.
I wasn't even gonna flip, but go ahead.
Well, I guess I just wonder, like, so if you've never had to ask for something more than twice, right? That means that your woman already knows what you want, already knows, she has an idea, and she's just choosing to ignore it. Or she's just choosing to put something else ahead of your needs, correct?
Maybe she
Isn't
forgot.
that what you can deduce from that statement?
Maybe she forgot.
Come on, Ant.
What?
So you tell your girl on Monday, I'm gonna pick a real simple example. You tell your girl on Monday, yo, I went a cheese pizza would be dope. Right? On Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday come by. You still haven't had that cheese pizza. On Friday, you gonna say it again?
No, I would have already added by then.
How?
I would have got it myself.
Oh shit. Fuck Hightower. You always try to find a way to circumvent my rules and shit. Like, dog, like it's ridiculous for you to have to repeat yourself to your girl like that. If she already knows what you want, come on, man. That's negligence.
Oh no, man.
Sammy. A man should never have to ask for something more than twice. And Ant's like, yeah, I'm okay with that.
No, I heard everything Ant said. I'm just trying to.
Response that she forgot.
It all depends on how he asked. I mean, or if he asked. He said he would like a cheese pizza. She's probably thinking, okay, well, maybe he's gonna get him a cheese pizza.
No, that's outrageous.
Get the fuck out of
it. He didn't ask her to go get it. He didn't ask her to go get it. He just brought up that's something that he would like. Just like you said, okay, I would want the new Xbox that comes out. She's probably looking at you like, okay.
If you got a real one, she's like, I'll handle it. You said this. You said this is what you want. I'll handle it.
Sometimes you need to sit there and ask, and not just throw something out there and think that someone's gonna read your mind and whatnot. Like it doesn't work that way.
Nah, that's bullshit.
It doesn't work that way.
That's bullshit.
It doesn't always work that way.
If you know your mate, you know your other half, you absolutely should know things about them and be able to get things for them without having to ask. Get that the fuck out of here.
Yeah, talk to these niggas, man.
Get that the fuck out of here. Get that the fuck out of here.
That's right, dog.
Niggas is crazy, yo.
It sounds good. It sounds good.
You asked the girl for something 4, 5, 6 times. That's outrageous, dog.
But you didn't ask.
No.
But you didn't ask. You didn't ask.
Hold up.
You just threw something out there.
We'll talk. The original thing was a man should never have to ask for something more than twice. That's absolutely 100%.
No, that's true.
Hightower's example of her forgetting don't work to me.
Asking twice in like.
I've ever seen it that many times.
Asking twice in a day, a week, a month, a year.
Now,
like, what are you talking about?
Chuck, if I said to her, no, go ahead.
Because I can ask for something in January, and March roll around. I can ask for something in July, the same thing I asked for in January.
It should have been taken care of.
It should have been.
Oh, so what are we talking about?
That don't mean I stop asking. I mean, it gets to a point where you stop and you just do it on your own.
Yeah,
that don't mean I'm not.
It should never get to that point.
It's natural that it does.
So you asking your lady for sex, yo baby, I want some sex on Friday. You get ignored until Monday. You're gonna keep asking. You're gonna keep asking for it. What you gonna do? You're gonna keep. What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna keep asking for it. Get the fuck out of here.
That's trips, dog.
Get the fuck out of here. You think if your lady asks you for sex on Thursday and you don't roll around till Tuesday, you think it's gonna be all good? You want her to keep asking you for it? Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. What are we talking about here, B? What are we talking about?
I mean, there's certain things that don't need to be asked for to begin with.
Yeah, there are some things. I don't have to ask for all that. No.
Yeah, okay. Knock it off, man. You guys are picking now. Y'all picking and choosing y'all spots.
But certain things you don't have to ask for.
And not next season.
Listen. There's areas in this house. There's areas in this house that I've asked to get cleaned up.
Oh shit.
Oh, here we go. Hey.
Yo, we moving on.
Yeah, we're gonna move on from this. We're gonna move on. It's my turn, I think. It's my turn. We're gonna go to Testosterone also. We're going to Testosterone also.
Hold up. Needless to say, it ain't cleaned up, and I stopped asking.
I thought we were getting away from this.
We ain't doing this.
No.
You picked Sammy? I didn't hear what you picked.
Tell Casey I said hi because and I'm gonna bring your Ray-Bans by tomorrow. You better. Man, I don't know what the fuck is going on here, man. What the hell is going on?
I'll see you in 30 days. I'm gonna show you how a man's supposed to treat you. Don't worry about it. We're gonna take care of all that.
Who said it was her? There's 2 women in this house.
Oh, okay. Yeah, when it comes to the kids, man, listen, they don't, man, I'm asking like 10 times. Them niggas look at me like I'm stupid. But we're going to Testosterone, man.
I got you. Say less. So, this one's quick. Men should never hold a conversation at the urinal.
Never. Don't talk to me.
Absolutely. Hightower, make it 100%.
Yeah, there's nothing to talk about.
Don't even not even the eye contact, man.
I mean, the most you're gonna get is what's up, and and even that's too much.
Yeah, I think that's a reach. Totally agree, 100%. I like how quickly that one went because it's an obvious man loss. So we'll put that one in the books for sure.
Yeah.
So I'm done with testosterone. That's all 4 of those. I got women, fashion, etiquette.
I touched on all 3 of those. I think women was the only thing I didn't. So
okay.
Nice.
Let's go to women. This is the final one for women. If a woman is present, actually, I have 2 more for women. Sorry. So we'll get, maybe it's a bonus one. We'll see. If a woman is present, at no time should a man make his own plate.
Oh shit.
We know where little stands.
You already know.
Where you at?
She'll tell you.
I don't have no problems with those because mine makes my plate for me all the time, and I don't have to ask or nothing. It's, are you ready to eat now?
Yeah, that's a real one.
That's it. You know what I mean? So I don't have that problem at all.
Hightower. If a woman is present, at no point should a man make his own plate.
There's a gray area there, but
this dude loves gray area, dog.
I mean, and I say that because, you know, my wife does, you know, 80, 90% of the cooking here. So while she's doing that, I'm helping her set the table or whatever it is. So in those situations, it's like, you know, give and take. But 9 times out of 10, she's making the plate for me, whether it's here or at a function or whatever. She's got me covered.
Yeah, there is a gray area. You're right.
Sammy, talk to me about the gray areas, Sammy.
I mean, the gray areas, you could be at your people's place. You know,
Yeah.
I'll go make it.
No.
She may not be comfortable around certain people, or she may not know them that well. I'll go make it.
Have her there then.
To kind of get to know them. She, you know, when you first bring someone around, you don't automatically just think that she's going to get up and go into someone else's kitchen and grab something and bring back to you. No. So there is a gray area.
What's happening in my family is the women of my family be like, yo, you gotta come make Charles's plate. Right? That's how that would work. It would never be a case where I would have to go in there. The women look at me, the women in my family look at me like I'm crazy if I was in the kitchen to make a plate. They're like, what are you doing?
That's because it's you.
All right. So clearly we gotta move on.
That's because it's you.
Get the fuck out of here. First off, it ain't that. It says that men have a certain respect level for the women. That's all it is. And vice versa. In terms of that role, you being taken care of, I got you. Like, that's just how it's supposed to be. Yeah. You need a cold beer too? Don't worry about it. Like, it's just how it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? Hightower, you back up. I got one more women, and then everything else is fashion and etiquette.
Let's go to fashion.
Do fashion. So, men should never wear a Bluetooth headset outside of the house.
I already felt this one.
Get that the fuck.
You mean like this?
Something that's visible in your ear, or worst case, a fucking whole headset, man.
Oh well, I mean, if it's gonna be some obstruction of my peripheral, then
even the Bluetooth one. We'll stick with those two examples. The Bluetooth one that stick out your fucking ear. You need the one over your hair joint.
The Spice Adams special.
Right, exactly. Or the headset joints. Either one of those two. You absolutely should not be wearing that outside the crib.
You're not gonna put an age limit on that?
No. No, nigga. Not at all. Not at all.
Matter of fact, I'm missing mine.
I would say, you got to get rid of that, man. You got to get with the times, update it.
Come on, man. Mano.
That's fashion or etiquette?
I know.
Good one.
I know.
Good catch.
What you saying, man?
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I don't really rock those anyways. You know what I'm saying? So it's something that I'm not really a fan of to begin with. I don't like how it feels in my ear after a while, whatever the case may be. So I'm all set with that. You know what I mean? Teach his own.
Sammy, we can skip you. Let's go on to the next one.
Yeah, you could, because for work, we gotta wear these things. So it is what it is. I'll come out with the headsets on. I don't really care.
Get the fuck out of here, dog.
Listen, people will tell you I'll walk out with the headsets on. I have the Bluetooth. It don't make me no difference. If I gotta take a call, it is what it is.
With a whole fucking head, dog. Why don't you just pick up the phone?
I don't want to do all that. Sometimes I don't really even want to touch the phone. I'll just hit the little button here.
Oh,
let's speak.
Man, yo, that's awful.
That's all to it. It is what it is.
Definitely.
So whoever got a problem with it, they can get the fuck out of here.
But yeah. Dog, I'm never co-signing that, dog. You still my brother. I won't disown you when somebody asks me, but I'll just be like, yeah, I know him. I'm working on him with the headset thing. That's really how that introduction would go. Because that's, You bring my grade down by default, nigga. Just like you know that nigga sent me that way the headset like
what grade? What grade? I first of all, we're 40 plus. There's no what grade. I'm not worried about what no one else thinks no more. What grade?
Come on, man.
Faye's at home. She already know how you are. What grade?
I need a lifetime achievement grade, B. And you fucking up my lifetime achievement grade.
Anyways, next.
Who's next? Sammy?
Yeah.
Fashion etiquette.
Etiquette.
Okay. Etiquette. If a man does something wrong, a simple "my bust" is the only thing that's needed. The words "I'm sorry" are never required to another man.
My bad. That's all you're gonna get from me.
Okay. Okay. Hightower?
Yeah, I'm on that one, man. My bad.
Yeah.
My fault.
Yeah, same thing.
I think the underlying thing with this one here is that men are supposed to have problems saying "I'm sorry" or using those terms. And so we only use them when we have to, which is with women. Because women are the ones who kind of want to hear you say those words, "I'm sorry," right? Like "my bust, my bad" is not good enough to a woman. It doesn't show enough sincerity. It doesn't show enough emotion, right? But if we say "I'm sorry," supposedly, it makes us a little bit more vulnerable. So the foundation of this question was, you don't have to go through all that with your homies. They already know what it is. They don't need the extra emotional support that a woman might need from an apology. So, with that said, I agree with yeah, my bust is perfect. That's all you need. Now, if that, you know what I mean? Sometimes that's overboard. Like we both know what it is. You acknowledge it in some way, shape, or form. We move on. So to me, that's not a big deal. But for women, I can understand them wanting to hear "I'm sorry." So, Mano.
Yo.
Fashion, and I got one more for women too, if you want that. So fashion etiquette, one more for women.
I'll take the last one.
Which one did you say?
I'll take the last one for women.
All right. Women should never drive if a man is sober.
Nah, fuck that.
Yeah, word.
Nah, fuck that. Because me and mine be having that discussion now about that kind of stuff because I drive all the time. Like literally all the time. Sometimes I want to sit in the passenger seat.
Word.
Oh.
Nah, fuck that. Nah, you got when I'm driving 90% of the time, 10% of it, you can hold it down.
Yep.
If I'm driving 90%, you can hold down 10% of that. Fuck that.
You know what's interesting about this is that we literally just had the conversation about the plates, right? And some shit happens and we don't even gotta say it. The woman got the plate. It's understood, right?
Yeah.
For me, I'm driving 100% of the time. It's understood. Like it's not even a conversation. She would never even consider getting in the driver's seat. It wouldn't even dawn on her. If we're going out for drinks, all right, let's take an Uber. Because she ain't you know what I mean? We got this drive coming up, 13 motherfucking hours to North Carolina in 30 days, right? It's not even going to be a conversation. I'm driving for 13 hours.
Well, good luck with that.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Well,
we have a little conversation.
You can't be on the other side of the fence talking about, I expect my woman to do this.
No.
When does your job start?
Who said driving was?
100% of the time.
Who said driving was supposed to be the guy's job, though?
Come on, dude.
You're comparing driving to fixing a plate?
I do. Like, they have responsibilities that are understood. I have responsibilities that are understood.
I compare fixing the plate to providing the food that goes on the plate. It's different.
No.
Yeah, I have no problem driving. I'll do all the driving, but that maybe 5-10% of the time I don't want to drive. No, she can go ahead and drive. There should be no problem with that. Especially if I'm driving, like Maine said, 90% of the time. If I'm driving 90% of the time, you can at least drive this hour here,
So
I'll do the other 12.
can I just tie back the other example? And I hate to do this because I hate when people do it to me. But is your girl fixing your plate 90% of the time?
Yep.
Maybe, yeah.
So that's why it makes sense to y'all. See, for
sometimes
me, Faye does it 100% of the time. I don't think about it. So it's
that's something that y'all have understood. That's a little thing that you guys have understood. Yeah. Everybody's household is different.
Mine's fixing my plate for me 100% of the time, and it's still 90-10 on the driving. And it might be 95 because I literally drive most of the time of it just because I just like to drive. But it's definitely a couple of times where I'm like, yo, now, or she'll say, "You want me to drive?" Like, yup.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? She'll say it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Like
nothing wrong with that.
I want to sit in the passenger seat. I want to smoke my blunt.
Yep.
I'm not driving and smoking. I'm sitting in the passenger seat, chilling back, listening to Shade 45. Listen, she good behind the wheel. I'm good money. Like, she good behind the wheel. So I ain't no problems with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But definitely, especially for times like that, when I'm like, yo, I just rolled a blunt. I want to smoke. Yo, could you drive? No problem. None. Because again, 90% of the time, I'm driving.
At some point, you have, between you and your partner, you have to define what the roles are. Like, everybody's household does that, right? And, I think a lot of people nowadays want everything to be 50-50, and the reality is that's not.
There's no such thing.
Yeah, there's not. And I'm fine with that in my household because we were able to use that dating stage that a lot of y'all just blow through by fucking chicks and fucking dudes. How about using that to discuss what life will be like in the future? If you use that shit the right way, you don't run into problems 5 years down the line, right? So I use that dating stage to say, hey, listen, how do you feel about concrete roles? Like, like in my life, you'll never touch trash bags. Like, you'll never be moving heavy furniture around. You'll never, like, these are the kind of things that we talked about. Like, you won't be driving because I treat princesses a certain way. And those are the kind of conversations that we had in the dating stage. So that if she said, nah, Chuck, I need to drive. Nah, Chuck, I don't fix plates. Nah, Chuck, I require you use a salad fork. Well, then now I got to replace the bro. But so we have a conversation up front. I know what to expect. And this is just one of those conversations where I want to treat her as well as possible. So it's weird. It's weird that y'all have like some things that you're 100% on and some things that you're like, it's wiggle.
But everybody's household is different.
And we talked about two things in particular which was driving and fixing a plate. Those aren't life-altering decisions.
Yeah, I know.
Like those don't make or break that wouldn't make or break my relationship.
Chuck's the extremist.
But again, we're going to have an understanding as far as those two things are in particular. You know what I mean? And so yeah, definitely. Like for the trip, I'm doing most of the driving. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? I told her that. I was like, that's why I want to drive. I was like, I could drive from Boston to North Carolina. I've done it from South Carolina to Boston. So it's nothing. That drive is nothing. That type of stuff. My thing is just keep me company.
Yeah. Stay away.
Keep me company. You don't gotta drive. I love the highway anyways. You know what I mean? But just keep me company. But around the city, sometimes if we going out, date night, whatever the case may be, you know what I mean? Again, I'm still driving most of the time. But if it's like 5%, like you could hold that down for me. You know what I'm saying? That's nothing life altering. But it's the beauty of it because that's why we all different. You know what I'm saying? I love it.
Word up. That's real. High Tower, we got 3 more, King. 1 fashion and 2 etiquette.
Let's do etiquette. I want to leave a fashion one for Little, man.
All right.
So when visiting another man, a man must bring a bottle of alcohol.
Just because I'm what?
You're visiting a homie. It's required that you bring a bottle with you.
Going to hang out?
Watch the games.
Oh, yeah. No question. No question. You don't go anywhere empty-handed. Yeah.
I don't see a problem with this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, you don't see a problem here.
That's no problem at all.
Yeah.
I mean,
absolutely.
No problem.
Yeah, that's absolutely
easy money. That's 100%. You go. So for the fellas tuned in to Sparring Minds, if you go to hang out with your homie at his crib, it's required that you bring a bottle with you. Bro. You know what I mean? That's just an understanding that we have as man law. So, got that one out the books. Sammy, we got fashion etiquette.
We'll go fashion.
Here we go. Leather vest, man. Let's do it.
That's right.
At no point should a man wear socks with slippers.
False. In my case, I
So
wear
you wear
whatever
socks with slippers?
Yes, I do.
Socks with slippers?
Yes, I do.
Oh yeah, I do too.
I just won't wear them thong slippers. You know, the little ones that like you wore on the beach that time. I won't wear those.
First off, never have I ever in the history of Earth worn no
Listen,
motherfucking.
what's so bad about wearing socks with slippers?
Yeah, I think that's chips, B. I think that's that, but maybe that's just me. Man, what do you think? Because maybe I could be on the island with this, but I don't like it.
I mean, I wear socks with slides. Like
Same shit.
If I got some slides on, slides and slippers are not the same thing because
they're not, and that's important in this conversation.
You're right. You're right.
Well, I got panseared. You was part of the conversation. I got panseared about saying the difference between slides and slippers.
Then maybe I need to be schooled on the difference. What's the difference in slippers and slides? What's the difference?
Well, okay, so slides are like the Nike joints, the Adidas joints, the Jordan joint, the one big thing over the top, right?
Yeah, okay.
Anything that's not that is considered a sandal to me, right? Sandals got buckles and straps and all this other kind of shit that's wrapping around your ankle. Mm-hmm. Fuck out of here. Like that shit. Now, that's what we're talking about in this man law.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah. Okay, slides. All right, so slides are what I wear. I don't know about slippers.
Go back. Not slides. Like I've worn, after playing ball, I've worn some Nike, I call them flip-flops, but Nike flip-flops with the Nike ankle socks. Like I'm okay with that. I'm talking about the Jesus sandals with the socks. I'm talking about the thong joints you was talking about with some socks. I think that's incredibly disgusting.
Nah, well, first of all, I don't even wear those, so it doesn't even like I don't. I mean, what we haven't wore sandals since we were since Fry-Right was around. Like that's nah.
So
that's almost 30-something years ago.
So shout out to my brother Hightower. He didn't get these for me, but just repping his bread. These are what I mean when I say slides.
Yeah. Okay, those are slides. Okay, I got it.
I would wear these I would wear these with socks. If I'm going out the house and stuff like that, if I'm around the house kicking it, I will have these on with no socks if I'm around the house. You know what I mean?
This brings up another conversation too, actually, that Hightower had got on me about. Because I was wearing those to the grocery store. Like, I didn't give a fuck. I was going to get some milk and some onions, nigga. Like, I didn't give a fuck. But I was wearing some Adidas slides. He was like, "Yo, Chuck, what are you doing?" I'm like, who cares, bro? You can't leave the house with those on. It's the equivalent of leaving the house with sweatpants on. Like I did that all the time. He was cooking me for the shit.
For wearing slides, like what I just put up.
I don't
think it was that. No, I don't think. No.
Listen.
That's exactly what it was.
Anybody in Brockton see me wearing my Crocs? I'm in the supermarkets. I'm everywhere with Crocs on.
Yeah, I wear Crocs.
I'm everywhere.
No,
I'm everywhere.
Awful, dog.
I'm everywhere.
All the time. Now I don't wear Crocs. I always wear my Crocs with socks, though. I never wear no socks.
Yeah, exactly. Always with socks. My Crocs are everywhere.
That's all right. I see some coworkers that be working 7-hour shifts with Crocs on, no socks at all, dog.
Nah, that's bad. That's bad. Nah, that's bad.
Mano, let's end with you, man. I mean, this is the Sparring Mind segment of Man Law. So we appreciate y'all tuning in for this segment here. Just an open discussion about things. Don't even want to chop it up, bro. So here's the last one that falls under the etiquette category.
Okay.
At no point ever should a bachelor party be discussed around women.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. That's an easy one.
Sammy?
Yeah, that's an easy one. I agree with that. Yeah.
Hightower?
Yep, I'm on the page with that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless you want to be petty.
I've seen I've seen this go awry. Like so and in fact, I can't even tell the story. I don't even want to tell the story.
Yeah.
Well, let's say I've seen this shit go like, fellas, shut up. Nigga, like wait till she leave and then we can reminisce, my nigga. Like it's okay to do that after if she go to the store, then you can do do you remember that time at that bachelor party? Yeah, nigga, let's talk about it now. Cause my wife ain't fucking sitting right next to me, though. You know what I mean? It's a different kind of conversation. And I'm sure that some of the bachelor parties that that Sammy's been to, not me, I'm not really familiar with that, but some that Sammy's been to, they get pretty wild and crazy at those events. So you want to keep that between the fellas. We all agree. We're good, 100%. So that was in the books. That was concrete.
Okay, I'm sorry, real quick. Sparring Minds, excuse us for a minute. Is it okay to talk about mancation around your chick?
All depends.
I'm out of that.
No. I think you can. Why not?
Yeah, I kind of feel like we can.
Yeah,
I feel like we can.
Everybody got silent, like I can hear a pin drop just now from the three of y'all.
I had to think about it.
We had to think about
I
it.
was waiting.
Okay.
I was waiting. I just jumped in. I was waiting for someone else to jump in.
Good. I think we're good to talk about mancation.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we're good.
Okay. I'm just curious.
Because none of us allow the group to get into spectacular situations. Like the stories that we come
What
home
the
with,
fuck? Let's move on. Let's move on. What are you talking about?
Away from that edge right now.
No, we do a good job of policing each other. That's all I'm saying.
I must ship you some Ray-Bans too.
Let me save you. Before
Yes,
you
please.
get ready to take that plunge, okay? Let's dial it back in real quick, all right? Okay, cool. Remember who you are.
Our group does a great job of policing each other. There's nothing wrong with that statement, dog.
Listen.
Get your niggas the fuck out of here, dog.
We always make sure that we stick together. When we get off the boat.
Facts.
Stuff like that.
Facts.
Yeah.
We always make sure that there's never anyone when we get off site that's like, all right, yo, I'll meet y'all back here, so and so.
Yo, Jamaica was crazy. We couldn't separate. Like, remember when we were going to what was it? Doing the riding? Yeah. And them cats was in the bushes with the machetes?
Yeah.
I was like, man, listen.
But we'll talk offline.
Man, listen.
I'm not doing that. Yeah, we stay together. Definitely.
Yeah.
This was a segment of Man Law. Definitely chime in. Let us know what you think in the comments about Man Law. If you got other variations of laws that you'd like us to discuss, definitely hit us up in the comments. Also, we're gonna bring those to one of the future shows. We got any shout outs, fellas? We're over our time limit.
Shout out real quick to my brother Daniel Laurent, my sister Leah Black. They had a party this weekend for Leah's 40th, and I was honored to provide appetizers and food for the party on Saturday night. So shout out to them, and shout out to my nephew that came through in the clutch and helped Uncle out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my guy. And shout out to my brother Charles Jones, because on my timeline from 5 years ago, it came up for the first mancation trip, and obviously a year ago for the mancation trip. So shout out to Charles Jones for putting together 2 legendary trips that I happened to be a part of, even though there was 3, but I didn't go on the third one.
Word up. I mean, anytime we get to spend with each other is always dope. You know what I mean? Just to chop it up like we're doing here now. You know what I mean? You can't beat it. You know what I mean? So
yes, sir.
Shout out to Tanisha Ramos for winning our first ever Sparring Minds merch giveaway. That happened during our Friday Night Live show, and will continue to happen during our Friday Night Live shows for however long those happen.
Yeah,
New
day after her
scheduling coming
birthday.
soon. Yeah, but we got a gift coming to you on that. So salute for answering the question. And we'll keep doing those. So y'all get in line for some free merch, and much to our accountant's chagrin, because he don't like that kind of shit. But we gotta make sure we give away some free shit. So we'll keep doing that. So stay tuned for that. Any other shout outs, fellas?
Yeah, I'm gonna shout out my man Keon Lanier. He has the nice little merchandise, these new shirts that he just put out, Lanier brand. So, I want to shout him out, for hooking me up.
Height?
Oh, my bad. Yeah, just to piggyback off what Maine said, man. Shout out to the Tennessee crew, man, from last year. I'm surprised Little didn't shout them out because he came home with one. But
salute.
But yeah, let's get that mirror time.
This show, man.
A man with options is a man with power. Listen.
Oh, shit.
God damn it, Hightower.
Yo, the shout-out's gonna start happening after the mirror time, yo. Fuck.
Yo, that was crazy.
Yo, hey, yo.
Something else, man.
But again, I'll repeat that again. A man with options is a man with power. And this has been a great Sparring Minds episode. Thank you all.
Episode 58's in the book.
Yes.
58 in the books, man.
Wow.
Yo.
Stay tuned. 59 and 60 coming up.
Yo, I don't even imagine what the season finale is gonna be like, yo.
So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Oh my god.
Shit.
Your boy Charles Jones, aka Charlie Hustle.
Hightower.
Sam Little. Just Sam Little.
Oh man, you already know. It's the chef main topic, man.
We out of here, man. We'll catch y'all tuned in for the Friday Night Live show. We're gonna do more merch giveaway, more laughs.
Payne will be back. You dig?
Payne?
Yep.
Yes.
We'll have an ass chuck for y'all Friday night. We'll have a main topic for y'all Friday night.
Yeah.
Full slate, man. So we'll see y'all then. We're out.
Y'all ready?